Some big box stores are pulling a children's game from shelves after it bombed with concerned parents. Richard Southern joins us now with the details. Richard, what's all the fuss about with this?
It's hard to believe this is a children's game, but it is. It is called Cut the Wire, Talbot. It asks kids to defuse a fake bomb before the timer runs out and it goes boom. Players have to test each of the wires on a plastic dynamite pack and follow clues to identify the right wire to cut. If the wrong one is cut, lights and vibrations go off, signaling an explosion. Cut the Wire, recommended for kids age 6 and up. Walmart and other major retailers, though, have pulled it from their shelves amid a bit of an outrage. But it's getting a kind of a cult following, I guess, among adults, and it is available from third parties on Amazon for $70 and higher. So I guess all the adults want to play it, but maybe not so the kids.
Yeah, it looks kind of fun to me. I don't see what the big deal is. I played an explosive game as a child. It wasn't called Cut the Wire. It was called Cut the Cheese, and the only thing that got pulled was a finger.
I can't bring you anywhere. You know that? I can't bring you anywhere.
Thankfully, though, Richard, I've matured and evolved since then, and so have African elephants, but in this case, it's a matter of survival.
Yeah, no, this is a sad story. I mean, elephants, of course, they've been poached now to such a terrible extent, Talbot, for their ivory in their tusks, that some are evolving now without tusks. About 90% of the elephant population in Mozambique were killed during that nation's 16-year civil war to raise money for guns and all that sort of terrible stuff. Now experts report that around a third of elephants there have not developed tusks at all. That's because it was the ones without tusks that were left unharmed. They passed those traits along. So in an interesting way, the elephants are starting to save themselves from us terrible humans.
It's fascinating the way nature always finds a way to survive. And another incredible story of animal survival, Richard, this time about a drug-sniffing dog that...
It's my favorite story of the day, by the way.
Did its job a bit too well here.
He did. Of course, this is Florida. A Florida drug-sniffing police dog named Jake. There's Jake right there. He was trained to sniff out drugs. He was put to work last weekend searching passengers boarding an electronic music cruise. When Jake the dog suffered an overdose. He OD'd. And he was believed to have ingested some ecstasy. Too much ecstasy. And a narcotic called Narcan, an anti-narcotic, usually given to humans, was given to Jake. He is okay, thanks to the Narcan. He is just fine. But a number of passengers aboard that electronic music cruise arrested for drug possession.
Shouldn't the dog be twirling one of those glow sticks and hugging people? Shows you that even dogs need drugs to enjoy electronic dance music. Richard,
just
we're
glad
going
he's
to
all right.
enjoy you again tomorrow. Thanks again.
Thanks, Talbot.
See you tomorrow.